Terimakase, konnichiwa, bonjour, howdy, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Miles, and this is Aromas by Miles, and I'm glad you're here to join us on this slow dance around the world. Very excited today. We have a great little episode for you. We're going to continue with our discovery set exploration, and what that means is we've been buying a bunch of discovery sets. I've been buying a bunch of discovery sets and experimenting a little bit with those discovery sets as we go along, being able to explore a few of those different fragrances that we probably never would have gotten our hands on any other way. So today we're going to be talking about Ramon Monegal, Spanish house. Before I dive into it though, I do want to talk a little bit about the house because it's fascinating. Ramon Monegal is a Barcelona-based perfumer that was born into the Monegal dynasty in Spain. He trained in Geneva and Paris and eventually became a chief perfumer for that brand. In 2009 is when he launched his own brand in Barcelona. What sets him apart is he's a pretty interesting guy, got a love of literature, enjoys the Mediterranean roots, and his signature inkwell bottles, as they call them, are the symbol of the fragrance of his house and his story. So pretty interesting. I'm very excited also. Today I have 2 subscribers, which is a big deal for me and my little bitty one-man band here. So I'm very excited about that 2 subscribers because all I have to do to double my subscribers is to get 4. So you can help me out with that. And as you know, all this goes to the Medic Outpost nonprofit. So a little more on that later. Let's dive in. The first, let me show you the discovery set here. See if I can do a better job. There we go. It's a great little presentation. It comes in a sleeve here, and you pull it out. There's some dogs barking in the background there. But it opens up like this. There we go. It's got 6 fragrances in it. I think I paid about $80 for it. So it's a beautiful presentation, and that's what we're going to focus on today. So the first one I want to talk about today is the Ibiza fragrance. And Ibiza is an island off the coast of Spain. It's a pretty hipster place. I managed to get there one time, and I left a lot of my wallet there, so I'm probably not going to go back. But it's an interesting place. It's worth a visit. So Ibiza is going to open with some bright citrus notes. There's some fresh herbs in that opening. It's kind of like a Mediterranean morning, if you want to call it something like that. That fresh smell that you get from a beach that doesn't have too many people on it, if you can sort of follow me on that poetic little romp. The hard notes bring in a little bit of florals and some soft marine notes, kind of like that morning breeze again. That's what I've got in my head anyway. The base notes are wood and musk. They're kind of warm and spicy, kind of inviting. It feels a little carefree. I like the fragrance. It's nothing incredibly unique, but it is something that you could certainly wear at the beach, and you could probably wear it in the evening as well. So the next one, I can get it out of the discovery set here. The next one is called Hazy Rose. And this isn't your typical rose fragrance. It's not the same sort of smell that you're going to get from the garden. It starts off spicy. It's got some peppered edge to it, if that makes sense. And it's pretty intriguing. I think this is a different kind of rose, certainly worth spending a little bit of your time with. It's there's a million rose fragrances out there, obviously, but this one's a little different. This rose is dark. It's kind of velvety and kind of smoky aspect to it. I think I've got a little bit of a frankincense smell to it. It's not listed in the notes, but it sure smells like that to me. And as it settles, you get some woods and some musk, and it's got a little bit of a mysterious kind of tone to it. It's sensual, a little daring. I think it's a sexy fragrance, and it's unisex, and I think it's probably leaning a little bit feminine, but I'm 100% sure a man can pull it off. And I think it's worth a try too. Certainly if you're a woman out there, I'm sure there's not many women watching this channel, but if they are, that's certainly one you could pull off and probably worth another sample. So the next one on the list is Olay. And Olay is a fragrance that kind of separates itself from the pack here. It celebrates Spain. It's interesting. It's got a sparkly citrus opening with some fruit juices. The heart's neroli. It's kind of radiant, it pushes out a little bit. It's got some white floral in the mids as well. In the base, there's amber, musk, brings in a little bit of warmth. I mean, it's an elegant fragrance. I think the quality of the ingredients is superb on this. I think it's worth, again, trying out. I've been very happy with the wearing I've had with it. It lasts a pretty long time, between 6 and 8 hours. It's an uplifting kind of fragrance, one of those that makes you feel pretty good. And I'm pleased with it. It's kind of full of that Spanish, spirit, if you want to call it that. I'm not sure that makes any sense, but if it does, I'm glad. And this fragrance is worth a try. It's I could say it's an evening summer scent. I don't think it's going to hold up very well in a Texas summer, but you never know. I think you could get away with it in the evening. Okay, let's try another one. And which one's that one going to be? This one's going to be this is Flamingo, and I've actually had a pretty good wearing of this. It's drama in a bottle, kind of inspired by the flamenco dance, if you're familiar with that. A lot of passion and rough edges to it, and a lot of noise. Opening is juicy, kind of red fruits, apple, cherry a little bit. It's got some bright, intense nuances to it. The heart is rose, and the iris pulls out for me. It's really pushes forward. There's some violet kind of swirling around like that, flamingo dance itself. And the base is oud, cedar, and amber, which is dark and powerful, and it kind of pushes along. I really am pleased with the longevity of it. It's, again, 6 hours. I know that maybe you can find some more beast mode fragrances than that, but I'm pretty happy with that. It's an emotional fragrance. I think it's unforgettable. This is one that I would be very happy to put in my collection, honestly. It's unisex, but I think it leans, I don't know, I'd say it leans a little more masculine, just a little bit. I think you'd be happy with that. This is the eau de parfum version, but they also have an extrait version. Let me see if I can pull this out of the box here. They also have an extrait version that's it's a little more full. It's got a little more passion to it, if that makes sense. It's richer, more concentrated. It's got a little more rose and oud that come out in the center of the fragrance after it's been sitting a little bit through the dry down. The sweetness is a little deeper. It's kind of a woodsy note to it that pushes through too. Again, it's kind of along that lines of that flamenco dance. But it's a little darker in the longevity. This is an 8-hour fragrance or plus. Get this on your clothes and you're gonna be flamenco dancing in the morning headed to breakfast. It's a fantastic scent. It's turned up, it's full intensity, opulent, luxurious. It's a bold fragrance that is definitely masculine leaning, in my opinion. So I wouldn't hesitate to try this fragrance. I don't think you should blind buy it, but you can purchase one of these decants from a bunch of different discount houses and try it, give it a couple of wearings. I've worn this twice, and again, the longevity, the sillage is pretty good, but it just gives you some energy. It's vibrant. That's about the best way I can say it. If you're out clubbing or doing something like that, I think this is definitely the fragrance. Again, it's not it's more of a fall scent, I think, maybe than a summer daytime scent. Certainly, again, in the heat in the United States and sometimes here in Latin America, where I'm at the moment, it may not hold up, or it may be a little too clawing for people, but I think all in all, it's definitely worth a shot, and that's the Flamingo Extrait. So let's keep going here. So the last one I want to talk to you about in this discovery set from Ramon Monegal is Ibiza Love Reaction. And this fragrance is a little bit different than the others. I think it's more playful, it's kind of flirtatious, it's a romantic fragrance, if that makes sense. It starts out with some fruits that are kind of juicy and out there, and then it's got a little bit of citrus in that opening as well. Then it moves on, after a few minutes, it moves on into another phase, which is jasmine and rose, and those kind of pop out really strong, pushes forward. The dry down's vanilla and soft musk, and it's kind of warm, a little bit of spicy, but it's also sweet. So it's kind of a daytime fragrance, I think, in the summer, the warmer weather. This one would definitely be able to pull it off. It says it's unisex, but I think it leans a little more feminine to me. Mainly, I think, because of the rose and the fruit. But it'd be a great summer or early fall, late spring kind of a scent, which I think for me would be, I see a pool, or I see walking down the beach to dinner. I see that sort of thing. It's vibrant, youthful, and it kind of feels like something you'd wear on a summer island kind of a thing. All in all, I think this Discovery set is very elegant. I think the quality of the ingredients are very, very good. It's worth a try. The Discovery set's, I think, up $85 is what I paid for it, and I think it's worth the money. I think you get a shot at these 7 fragrances that are in the kit have given me a new idea, because I didn't know much about this house. It doesn't get a lot of love out there on the internet. But anyway, there you have it. What do you think? Do you have any suggestions for me to buy anything out of this set? Because if you do, put them down in the comments, and I will cough up the money to go buy a full bottle and do a complete and total wearing of this thing. It's been awesome. I think it's an interesting house, and I think this Discovery set is worth the money. Actually, I don't think it's $85. I think it was about $50 or $55, something like that. I don't really remember, but if this one sounds interesting to you, then try a sample and see what you think, and let me know down in the comments. I appreciate your time watching this video. This one's a little shorter than some of the other Discovery sets because there wasn't a whole lot of samples in there, 7 2-ml bottles. As you guys know, everything, if anything good comes from this channel, it all goes to support the Medic Outpost nonprofit, which helps first responders and healthcare providers around the world. There's more on this, a little blurb at the end with some pictures, so I hope you stay around and take a look at that. Please like and subscribe. I'll apologize again for the quality of the video because I'm a one-man band, and I hope that you'll understand that. And remember, I have 2 subscribers, so if you subscribe, you can almost double my subscriber number without a whole lot of effort. So I appreciate it. Take care, and thank you guys very much for your time. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in to Aromas by Miles. As most of you know, this channel is really dedicated to supporting the Medic Outpost nonprofit, which is a small nonprofit that supports healthcare workers and first responders in remote areas around the world. Anything that comes from this channel is going to go directly to that. So I hope you try and help me expose this wonderful charity and everything they do, and continue to watch Aromas by Miles. Thank you.